I just made the first mistake of the cabin build. Well, not the first mistake, I've made a lot of mistakes, but the first ordering mistake of the cabin build. As you saw, I had some trim pieces there. I just picked them up from Menards, but I was also thinking that they had the pole barn screws I needed there and in the charcoal black. I talked to one of the associates and he said they do carry a charcoal black roofing screw, but they're not in stock, so I have to order them online. Now the delivery date on those roofing screws, which I need to match my roofing color, are 2 weeks out, so quite a big boo-boo here. Real bummer, not gonna be roofing this week. I do have some trim, so I can put some trim on and just be ready for that roofing. We'll see if we can get a few things done around the cabin. So you win some and you lose some, and I lost that one. They have all these charcoal black trim pieces in stock. Why wouldn't they have the roofing screws in stock? -1 Menards. I didn't put a drip edge on my first cabin, but I probably should have. Hopefully it's shedding the water properly. I left my edges on each end a little long. I'll go back and cut those later, but we'll do that once the roof goes on in, 2 weeks. Here we go, drip edge done on that roof. This line, now we're gonna head up there and figure out how to do that one. It was way easier up there, but sure was hot. 95 today and up on that black underlayment. Oh. All right, we'll get some water and head to the other side. I pull apart this hem and then cut it a little bit so it's a little bit better of a seamless transition from one piece to the next. That's what I saw on YouTube anyway. Well, there's my second ordering mistake. I was one piece short. Well, what are we gonna do today? Put the roof on? Nah. Maybe we'll do some sanding to start. Figure out what's next. All right, well, over an hour of sanding, but less than 2. I'm not done quite. I got the one you see, the real rough one. I got to rough up with a 24 grit, but that grinder's charging. And then that top log, I got to do half of that one too. We'll be putting some hours in, but it's doable. It's that kind of beetle. Oh. As you can see, still using the broom. I want to thank Jim, one of the viewers, for offering to gift me a leaf blower. Really appreciate that, Jim. I did find one online. I put an offer on Marketplace on it today, so hopefully they accept it, but it was a little below asking, so I don't know. I might still be on the hunt for one, but for now, still the brush. Oh. Well, we might as well keep going since we're all dressed up like this. A lot of surface area on that round post. Glad I don't have to do 100% of all the log. A lot of really great input last video in the comments about how to finish out my dormers, so I appreciate all those board and batten votes and then a lot of shingled votes. We haven't decided exactly what we're going to do up there yet, but we'll have to make that decision soon and we'll let you know. All right, now we'll get back to our afternoon sanding session. I'm sick of picking them up. Grinder's getting hot. Right through the gloves. And here I'm finally getting around to making some of these end cuts, so I hopefully don't have to sand and stain quite as much log. Let's get that roof on today, huh? Looking pretty green though. We got some more rain last night. We'll see how the top of the driveway looks. That was pretty solid. All right, a little more sanding to do today, and my contacts were really bothering me yesterday, so I think this should help. And they look cool too. All right, now I got a lot less to sand. How sweet is that? For the longest time, I hadn't cut those yet because my sister said she really liked that random look. And so I thought about it. I don't mind it, but I just think I like the straight ones better. Sorry, sister. I do have one issue. This one here was too short, and I didn't know if I wanted my logs that short. But now it kind of looks off. If you're looking at them, they're all even on both sides, except for that one log. So do I take these down a little further, but then risk them being too short looking? I just don't know. I think I might just keep it and hope nobody notices that one. No laser this time, but just the old level and pencil. We're gonna do some rounding of our edges and then come in with the, whatever you call this thing, portable belt sander. Hit the tops, and then it's ready for stain. My well guy just showed up and I wanted him to check out my driveway before they came to drill their well later in the summer. One of the reasons I've been holding off on graveling my road is to make sure I can get the big well rig up to the cabin site. And we'll talk when we get up there. It's a big hill. So as I was saying, great news, he does think that it can get up here. I just have to make a couple of small improvements to the turns, and really not even probably, I don't know, a day or two's work to get that shored up, and then we'll start hauling in gravel here, and then that well rig will come up later in the summer. So really great news. The turkeys like it too, because if I couldn't do a well, we'd be hauling water and have to do some sort of cistern system, which would be no fun. But it sounds really optimistic that a well can happen in the coming months. I have to order some filters and some replacement fluids for that guy, because service is due on him before I use him too much more. Well, there's some more good news. That's the old French drain I put in. Got my footing around the basement, and then it comes out here. And I hadn't noticed after any rain that it looked like any water had come out, but this time definitely some water came out, and my son's been throwing some golf balls up there, so that came out too. And so far, my basement hasn't shown any sign of any moisture either, all through the whole spring, so that's really good. Bone dry down here. Two logs. This one kind of curves up and that one kind of curves down, so there's no space there. Just gonna try to get a little space. Here's our rock collection. We find more every time it rains. Nice quartz and all kinds of different things. One of these should just help keep those logs spaced a tiny bit. It's a nice one. Good width. Picked up all the filters and fluids for the excavator. Must be made of gold with how much it cost. That machine makes up for it, I guess. Oh, my goodness, where does all this go? Negotiations on Marketplace fell through. I don't usually buy new, but man, it's something I need this week. So went out, got the blower, make sure to get all that dust off the logs before we stain. All right, it works. It's the finished product there. I went with a larger quartz piece. Those before were touching, so I gained over an inch now. Today, see how I've got these all rounded? We just kind of like that smoother edge a little better. So I got to do this one. Only 19 pads left. Let's see how far that gets us. That side's all been hit with the 40 grit, and after lunch we'll hit it with the 24. A little dust on you there. Sanded with 40 grit. Now we'll use the belt sander to get the top, bottoms, and all the little spots. There we go. I ended up doing one more sand with a 120 grit on these ends, and it just makes it so smooth and nice. It did take a little longer. You can just count the rings in the tree. It's Friday. See you then. No update. Still estimated next Saturday. So, well, we spent way more time this week sanding than I expected to. Get these logs stained up. Man, they look good and so clean right now. And I'm excited to get them protected from the elements with this Weatherall stain. The Rustic Timber, in case you like the color. Check it out. Start here. Hey, careful on that roof. Where are you going, little lady? What? Is it the stain color? Do you like it? Guess they're getting used to me. You guys must know that I don't have a turkey tag. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna look good. Get the chinking on there. That's some nice stuff from Weatherall. I just love how you can see that wood grain, and it's really keeping the cabin pretty light. I mean, those logs look pretty light even now that they're stained, so sure do like that. But dries quick, there's no smell. Take a break and head over to the other side. You guys said start at the top, and I started at the bottom last time. Just like to stir it up every once in a while, especially after a break. Make sure I try to keep the consistent color. Hey, right, those flat walls go a lot faster than these rounds. Those circles, man, they take forever. I mean, look at how many sides they have, like 100. It looks even better out here in the light compared to that first wall I did. It just really pops, so I can't wait to get done and out to an exterior wall. And now I'm really excited and be more motivated to get the rest of it done. Looks like rain next week. Start our service on Monday in the garage here. Totally something different too. I thought I was roofing this week, and look at where we are. No roof, but we have those logs looking good. Might be more staining next week, but you never know. Thanks for watching. As always, see you on the next one.